All right, so we are doing a 2100 point 2v2 where each side gets 2100 points
Per person.
per person. Thank you. So first we have Matt's Blood Ravens. So what do we got? What do we got?
Alright, we got 6 tactical squads. All 5 men. These 3 have a melta gun and a combi melta on the sergeant. Drop pods. These 3 are plasma guns, combi plasmas, also in drop pods. Here we got a 10-man stern guard squad. They are split into 2 5-man combat squads. My Terminator captain,
Gabriel Goddamn Angelos.
Storm Shield Thunderhammer is attached to the front one. We got a Dreadnought with a multi-melta close combat weapon with Storm Bolter attached, and they are all deployed inside the Storm Raven, which has las cannons, multi-meltas. Then we got 3 grav cannon grav amp Centurions inside their dedicated transport Land Raider and a Predator Annihilator. And that's that.
How many points is that?
2095.
Nice.
I'm 500.
All right, onward to the Tau.
Yeah, just tell them what you got.
Okay, so what do we have in this here? Communist Space Fish Army.
Okay. Shasta with fusion blades and an extra fusion with his bodyguards with 2 fusions and 2 gun drones just for more wounds. Squad of fusions. Another squad of fusions, 2 each. And they have 2 each also, but these have Skyfire also.
Sweet.
Interceptor, Skyfire, with his Ion, and I think I might keep the SMS with him. I'm proxying these back here as all broadsides, so 3 and 3, and they also have 4 missile drones each that I'm going to pull out.
What weapons are on them?
The broadsides?
This guys.
Are they missile sides?
Yeah, the small missile system.
All of them.
Or high yield missile.
I'm proxying that all of them are going to be the same thing. Then a squad of 2 and a squad of 3 of 2 burst cannons of my crisis suits, and 5, and 6 Pathfinders.
All right.
2100 points.
Hooray. Onward.
Obviously, Farsight Enclave. But
Yes.
all troops are crisis suits.
Troops.
Totally. All right, onward to Black Legion. Woo.
Yeah, he's like, I'm faking sick anymore. It's like in his P3.
All right, what do we got over here with the... Where is he? Where's Abed? Where's Abby?
Unfortunately not painted yet, but he'll get there.
Well, he's black, and this is the Black Legion. So.
It is indeed.
Racist.
All right, so what do we got?
We have Abaddon with a 5-man squad of the Bringers of Despair inside of a Land Raider.
Because that would be too many for a Land Raider.
You are correct. Let me get this guy out of here. I have 3 Chaos Space Marine squads, all inside of Rhinos, with a Sorcerer inside of this one. And the Sorcerer has taken all 4 Pyromancies, so he gets the free Primaris power, and then Fire Shield, Spontaneous Combustion, and Inferno.
Sweet.
I have 2 Defilers decked out with Heavy Flamers and Reaper Autocannons, the Mauler Fiend, and then the Helldrake with a Bale Predator, or Bale Flamer.
Dude, if that thing could drop a Bale Predator.
Dear God.
That's how they got the Deep Strike rule.
It's like, you guys hold on, we're
All
going to go
right,
pick up
so
this blood
Death
angel
Company.
guy.
No, not Death Company, Death Guard. I'm smart.
Fire, you can shoot normal fires, but you have
All right, so now we have the Death Guard army. I have 3 identical Rhinos. That one's outflanking. I got that from my Warlord trait. The Rhinos have squads of Plague Marines. We've got 2 plasma guns. Each of these Rhinos has a Combi Melta and a Dirge Caster. 2 Obliterators, Veterans of the Longhorn, Mark of Nurgle, Demon Prince of Nurgle, Master Level 3 Psyker. He got a couple of spells I'll go over in a second. Burning Brand of Scalathrax, Gift of Mutation. The Gift of Mutation lets him reroll failed armor saves. 4 Chaos Spawn with the Mark of Nurgle, and a Chaos Lord, who is my Warlord. He has a Lightning Claw and a Power Fist, a Bike, Sigil of Corruption, so he's got the 4-up Invo, and that should be about the size of it. Defiler with the autocannon and heavy flamer, and the battle cannon. A turkey with a flamer, and a Forge Fiend with the autocannons, because the plasma cannons one is at the dentist right now. I dropped him on his face and his teeth are broken. So that Rhino's outflanking, that's in reserves, and that's the end of the army lists. We will get back to you after we roll for all of our Warlord traits, deployments, etc., etc.
probably go inside the building.
So the Forces of Order won the first turn and the first deployment, so we've got Pathfinders.
And objective under here.
And an objective.
So Pathfinder broadside team, Predator Annihilator, that's the second objective. Another Pathfinder team. Land Raiders, Centurions are deployed inside. Riptide with the Ion Accelerator, other objective. Broadside team with missile drones there. And there's another Pathfinder team in the thing, and everything else is in reserves. That's the 3 objectives. There's the one in the center. And you'll
This
see
one right here is going to be the button and a half.
The button and a half.
All right, so on the Chaos side, we have 1 Defiler, 1 Rhino, 1 objective, 2 Rhinos, the Anti-Centurion squad,
That's right. Okay.
Mauler Fiend, my Defiler, my Demon Prince, Forge Fiend, Obliterators, another Rhino, Defiler, Land Raider with Abaddon and his Bringers of Despair, and a Rhino. Everything else is either in a transport or in reserve. Let's get the Seize roll on camera. Do you want to roll it since I did first turn?
Oh yeah, it is not night fighting. We've already rolled.
Yeah, we've already rolled for that. So what did we get? What did we get? What did we get?
Oh,
Oh, too bad. All right, so order, turn 1.
Forces of Order, yes.
Movement phase for the Forces of Order.
Not too much, but we dropped 3 drop pods. Melt-A-Gun Squad, Plasma Squad. This drop pod actually failed its dangerous, so it's down to 1 hull point. And then there wasn't really any other moving. Everything just
That
kind of
pivoted.
shifted around.
And everything else just sat like a bump on a log.
Yes.
All right, shooting phase. End of the Forces of Order, turn 1. That is 1 dead giant enemy crab.
Yeah, these guys dropped down, tried to melt to the crab, totally sucked. We only did 2 hull points that did nothing permanent. I think we destroyed 1 close
Yeah,
combat
the
weapon.
broadsides.
So I asked the broadsides to help. They got marker light support, and then the broadsides finished it off. These guys tried to shoot at the Rhino, totally whiffed again. Predator Annihilator swung over here, fired 3 shots into the Mauler Fiend, did 2 hull points,
and then the Riptide
finished it off. The Land Raider fired both Laskins into that Defiler, did an immobilized assault and a stunned, but he tried to do his 2-up, ignore that, failed the 2-up, so he actually has to snap fire. These guys, what did they end up doing?
The broadsides ended up firing into the Defiler back here. He got cover because he was out of marker light range.
Okay.
So all that happened was 1 glance for a -1 hull point.
Wow, impressive. And then we already did the jet move, he just kind of shifted over.
Yeah,
But
jet
that's-
move.
That's the end of turn 1, so pretty impressive, but
Disorder, turn 1.
probably going to lose a good bit.
So, for the Chaos side, guess what happened? Nothing.
Well, it's movement, so yeah.
Nothing. Well, I guess these moved up. These got out. Okay, this is movement. This is not shooting.
Yeah, so we don't
And
know that
psychic
nothing
phase.
has
Yeah,
happened.
well, Psychic phase.
That's true, we did the second.
Over here, the
got
Psyker
one.
decided to pick a model over here and made him spontaneously combust and kill him. And he almost hurt his friends, but not actually.
Everything else.
Yeah, just moving along.
Everything else that can move has moved. Except for that, because it can't move. I'm not grumpy about it or anything. These guys moved up. Demon Prince is flying. Yeah, Shoosting, I guess. Hooray! For shooting, nothing happened over here. These guys ran 6 inches to the left. We dealt a wound to the Riptide.
What was that? That was the Land Raider.
From the Land Raider
Yep,
here.
Last can Land Raider.
And
4 drones were dropped from a Defiler.
3 drones and then 1 armor save from the broadsides. And that's about the size of it.
Yep.
On to turn 2.
All right, reserves.
Yay. So, town movement phase. Every single reserve came in.
However,
One of them is back into
tried to
ongoing
land
reserves.
here, landed on the Land Raider, went back in reserve, something mishap roll.
Putting the land back in Land Raider. All right,
Indeed.
so what nothing moved over there, nothing moved up there.
Stayed.
Nothing.
Drop pod dropped here with plasma guns. They're hoping to take out the
I was
obliterators.
going over the back line. Gosh.
I'm sorry.
It's too late now, so the plasma gun's here to deal with the obliterators. These guys are going to try and fight to melt this Land Raider.
Support. Drop pod here, hoping to plasma the Plague Marines. Once that Rhino's cracked, or Centurions got out to do a similar thing. Nothing else really moved. All these Marines are converging on that Chaos Marine squad to secure that side and take that objective. And that was that for moving. And obviously some crisis suits here in the back to help to deal with
Oh,
those.
yeah, by the way,
Chaos spawn.
the anti-Centurion unit was... The flaw was found in that they have no armor, and this single squad has 24 shots.
It's the thing. It's not my thing. It's his thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Give him the finger.
No psychic, so... Oh, do you want to overcharge the Riptide, or are you just going to...
overcharge the Riptide? Might as well roll that.
Okay.
No, you learned your lesson? Okay.
So-
No psychic phase, on to shooting.
Shooting.
Well, they didn't make it past skimmer.
Shooting. Lots of these guys are
All
dead.
three, yep, all three of these converged on fire on there, killed
He's-
a lot of Marines.
He took a wound.
Sorcerer's taken a wound. Over here, this Rhino was killed by these broadsides, and the three plague marines that used to be there were killed by the Centurions.
Should probably flip this over.
Yes, that'll work. My Land Raider and Predator fired into the Rhino here and weren't actually able to kill it. The Riptide had to finish it off. Plague marines got out there. These drop pod and crisis suits mowed down a lot of these spawns. There's one spawn with 2 wounds, and the Bike Lord has one wound remaining.
Because I'm rolling dice.
This was ridiculous. These guys, I think the first unit eliminated the Land Raider and the rest just fired into Abaddon's squad. He lookouts through most of them, killed all the Bringers of Despair. This broadside unit took out that Defiler, and this tactical squad with plasmas took out 1.5 of the Obliterators. I don't actually know if they made the leadership check yet.
They have not.
Okay, so
But
roll
they're-
that, and then that's everything.
Leadership.
They've already done the jump moves, there's no assault.
Leadership 9, because veterans. Failed.
Oh, for God's sake.
2d6.
Okay.
4.
Still on the table.
Yay.
Oh, yes, the sorcerer needs to.
So that's the end of shooting for order. Shooting and jump, because these
Yes,
guys...
assaults are done. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to charge in there. I forgot to do that.
Assault. We'll get back to you after assaults
So
then.
Overwatch.
Gosh.
Squad. I know, I fucked shit up.
That's awesome.
There was an assault here. Now there isn't.
Sorcerer and my sergeant killed each other in the combat, in the challenge. And,
Yay.
the rest was wiped.
Chaos turn to blood. So for chaos movement, moved over here, moved over there. These guys are getting away from those fucking things. These guys also getting away from those fucking things. He can't move. He regrouped. That moved up 3 inches. Abaddon's going in for an assault. Turkeys came in, and my Rhino came in over there.
And squad got out for fucking business.
Oh, yes, also some weirdness is about to happen over here, but we'll get to that when it happens. So, psychic and then shooting. We'll cover them both at the same time.
And I have
So, Chaos Marine shooting phase.
Crisis Suit team was here. They're gone.
Well, I just wanted
They're
to
firing, I think, entirely them.
Yeah.
And I think Bolter from the Rhino finished them off.
Yep.
There's a squad here. Flamers from both Eldrakes, right?
Yes, both Helldrakes and this guy's autocannon killed the last one.
Tactical squad used to be here. It was killed entirely by those Chaos Marines.
Yep.
Obliterator tried to melt a gun. This drop pod failed. Abaddon fired his 2 shots and didn't wound here. He's planning on charging them.
Yep.
Let's see. Squad of 2 burst cannons here. 1 was killed and it broke around, fled back here. Not too many wounds there. That charge is obviously going to happen. This Rhino tank shocked that Marines and fired the bolt guns with no damage and they passed it. So yeah, everything converged on the crisis suits and that's about that.
Also, the Defiler saw a nice juicy target over here, and he scattered. No, he didn't scatter there. He scattered right here.
Just nice nothingness.
It's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm gonna assault. I'll let you know how that goes. Once upon a time, there was a crisis suit team that wrecked this Land Raider.
Oh, he's still got 2 wounds on. Toss him one of those black dice.
So what?
He's got 2 wounds on.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just got it.
Once upon a time, there was a crisis suit team that wrecked this Land Raider. And then Abaddon get out, and he said, I like that Riptide, but there was a crisis suit team in the way. He decided against it. Once upon a time, there was a crisis suit team that wrecked a Rhino.
Once upon a time, there was crisis suits on this table. There are no longer. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one running away in terror because they all fucking died.
And he was like, nope. And his spawn was like, but, and he died.
14. There's 1 left out of 14 suits.
The end. So, top of 3. After I do, it will not die on the file.
Yes, it'll be top.
Thank you, Action League now. Alright, so, movement for the Forces of Order.
Commander, who had gone in non-combat reserves, came in.
Yep, the Storm Raven did not come in.
Stormraven did not. My
but this-
drop on Meltus did. They showed up here, tried to melt a him, but scattered too far away, so they don't have melt range.
They moved
He
up.
regrouped.
He regrouped.
These guys are situating. I think their plan is to shoot down Heldrake.
Not all of his attacks
I don't know
cause
how that's going to work. The last cannons are preparing to finish off the last Defiler. All these guys are moving into the converge on the remaining Chaos units on this side of the table.
So as long as you're
Fun times for everyone. No psychic phase. So shooting.
This is yours. I've been stealing it.
you're bad.
It's true.
My warlord is dead. The Defiler.
Yeah, everything over here fired with the Warlord, did no wounds, melted guns, all this. These plasma guns and these plasma guns killed most of this Plague Marine squad.
Except for the one guy.
Except for the one. He snap fired up, did no wounds. Pathfinders who tried to light up this guy also did no wounds. And since they couldn't ignore his cover because he was jing for 2 up, they just fired at the Lord and eventually killed him. They tried to melt a gun the Defiler and failed. This tried to las cannon the Defiler and failed. This tried to las cannon the Defiler and I think got one pen that
Shaken.
you
Ignored.
Did you fire these guys?
Yeah, they tried to fire him.
Oh, so you let him?
Did your marker lights in that tower do anything?
I did a mark to him
Oh, a mark.
Yep, just one.
Gross.
because
then
I was trying to
you
kill
fired
one of these.
these up there and only did 2 hull points. I fired the grav cannons up here, hit twice, got 1-6.
I rolled
he
2
failed
ones.
the invuln save, so he got a mobilized result, and then he rolled a 1 to crash and burn.
And he
it was
scattered
nothing.
nowhere, so yep, that is turkeyless. Are there any assaults going on?
Just the jump movements from his couple of guys.
All right,
yeah,
so
I thought you were going to kill Abaddon.
after his jump moves, it will be bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3. Yep.
Abaddon assaulting the Riptide.
1 second.
All right, so due to pressing time constraints, we did movement, shooting, and psychic all at the same time. So
Oh, we didn't even do movement for you guys?
yeah, we didn't even do that. So
whoops, okay.
we took out the Pathfinder. That guy right there.
This guy, psychic powered over here, killed, did a bunch of wounds.
Perils himself.
Perils himself, leech life into them, got it back, and then in the shooting phase burned most of these pathfinders.
We'll have to roll Soul Blaze on them.
There was a squad here that got annihilated by the people that re-embarked in this rhino moved around. They're planning on charging. Defiler shot over here, scattered to right about there. Actually, right there.
Exactly there.
Exactly there. There's nothing really over
He's hiding.
do anything. Obliterator blew up that drop pod. Forge Fiend shot over here. Lookout Sirs killed a crisis suit and some drones. Abaddon moved over here to assault this Riptide. That's going to about to happen. Helldrake did this wound to that guy. They fired up at the Pathfinders. They broke and ran away. They killed a broadside. Did they ever take a leadership?
Yes, they did. They passed. That's everything.
So yeah, did you make it?
Yeah,
Okay, and you didn't.
All right, so that's about to
he
happen.
did. He did, but I got my.
We'll get you at the top of 4. Abaddon versus Riptide. Abaddon wins. Guys versus guys.
Nobody.
Nothing happens.
All the way around. So that's top of 4. Storm Raven automatically comes in finally. So
Yeah, so-
do that shit.
We'll get you at the.
Chaos is winning this side. Imperials are winning this side. Well, Order is winning this side, I think.
All right, we'll catch you at the bottom of 4.
Yeah, start over here.
Movement phase.
All right, so Pathfinders moved out to claim this objective. They're going to try and pulse carbon in front of that. All my Marines started moving this way. They're still locked in combat. Land Raiders and stuff are preparing to finish off the Defiler. They're going to try and hopefully kill Abaddon. Storm Raven showed up behind this Helldrake, and he converged to this side to try and hold that left flank. And
Did those guys try to regroup back there?
They tried and ran away.
they're gone. And yeah, shooting phase.
All right, shoosting.
Okay.
Did a whole point over there.
All point. Let's see. These guys tried firing there, eventually killed this. He snap fired up, did nothing. They killed Abaddon. All these last cannons fired into the Defiler, did 1 hull point, but effectively nothing. Broadsides fired up into that, did 3 wounds because that thing had a 3-up rerollable save because of that
Gift of mutation.
It was fucking insane. Storm Raven finished the Helldrake.
The rail rifle.
The squad
the
of crisis
heavy rail
suits
rifle,
killed the
and it's like
Rhino,
it's-
which
you can build
killed
it
2
and have it.
Plague Marines and 2 Chaos Marines in the
I mean, I
explosion. And these broadsides fired across and killed
Well, no, like I'm saying, you can use that.
so a lot of kills, but this fucker's alive.
Are going to be
And hopefully we're going to get one more turn in, but time restraints. So.
All right, bottom of 4. Correct.
combi bolt. Or I'm sorry, combi bolter and firework.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and resolve that. All right, so
2 hits.
there's been
That one was cocked.
there's been a change of cadre from the Tau,
Good.
but thankfully we had another Tau player here. fucking Tau.
Passed all my leaderships, thankfully.
So over here, we moved up. These guys stayed out of the Rhino, so the Rhino could go back and grab that objective.
They fired at the crisis suit commander and his bodyguard. They did nothing.
My plasma guns. Oh, I need to fire the bolters over there as well.
Oh yeah, you never fired those. The plasma gun fired and killed an entire broadside by himself.
He shot and didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
These fucking MVPs right here.
Melta guns got out, killed the rest of the Centurions. This guy killed a majority of that squad. They did hold, and the Pathfinder got killed by Soul Blaze earlier. That killed 2 Pathfinders from his bolter.
Right
and the
there.
Defiler fired way down here to the guys holding this objective. They went to ground and lost 2 other guys.
Yeah, I killed 2 of
So
them.
yeah, we're getting
Top of 5.
There's a shit ton of points in this.
Yeah, this Storm Raven is about to make the game.
Now.
All right, top of 5. Make it or break it, boss.
That Storm Raven's gonna break us.
All right, so top of 5, movement phase.
Came back to doubly secure the objective. This is still hanging out here, nothing here. These guys moved over along with him. They're going to converge on that threat. They're going to just try and pray to God that fucking thing dies. The Storm Raven went into skimmer mode. Everything got out, so we got a 5-man tactical or a Stern Guard squad with Gabriel goddamn Angelos attached to him. They're going to move over here. Dreadnought got out, moving forward. They're going to push that obliterator back. This came over to help support this flank, and they're just going to hold the line. So we'll hope the hell this works.
All right,
It's not going to.
shooting phase. I hope you brought your good dice.
That fucking thing.
So these guys stayed here.
The Pathfinders, oh no, I'm sorry, they fired at it and did nothing. The Storm Bolters fired into the rear of it and got 2 glances to wreck it. This fucking guy got fired up at these, took 1 of his 2 remaining wounds, and then all of these snap fired up, missed everything. And then he failed the grounding test, slammed into the ground, but was failed to be wounded by the strengthening hit, so he is alive.
Because fuck you.
Because fuck me. This squad, and some Stern Guard fired in and killed almost all of that squad. There's only 3 left. The Dreadnought got out and killed the last Obliterator. The Storm Raven fired his last remaining missiles in the last cannon into the Defiler, got the glance, he is dead. Then Machine Spirited and its multi-melted into this tree and burned it down. Because fuck that tree.
You fucking tree.
These Stern Guard got out, fired over here, killed 2 Plague Marines. These guys, I fired all my infusions into the Plague Marines. He made like a shit ton of field and paints apparently and only lost 1. And then, what did I haven't even fired these, did I? I didn't fire the broadside.
Oh yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because then how did the missile drones get in there?
The 1 was a gun drone. I didn't fire the missile drone.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm gonna fire it into the last Plague Marine. But I've done
okay,
that.
but yeah, that's about the size of it.
We can do that again. Alright.
So for movement, this guy was over here. Psychic, he denied.
I denied leech life, so
But then I smote and nova'd and killed 1.
it's truth. This moved up and flat out to secure this objective.
Yep.
They moved up and melted gun this. It is immobilized. Nothing's alive over here. They just ran around.
Yeah, these guys are like, we want this objective.
And then they did.
This squad blasted everything they had into the Crisis Suit Command team and obliterated it.
So the Tau Warlord is dead. So that's 1 Slayer Warlord. To the Chaos side, of course, both Slayer Warlords are already taken by the Horde. But yeah, just the assault.
Just the assault over here?
From last turn, so he's going to charge into there.
Yep.
Overwatch.
All right, so we'll get back to you once it's time to see if the game is over.
Right.
Wait for it. So, that assault, guess who won? What a surprise. We rolled to see if the game is over. It continues into turn 6. What
Shit gets real.
What the dick is even happening? All right, top of 6. Movement.
Storm Raven securing the objective and helping to deal with that. Dreadnought's moving up to, I don't know. Gabriel goddamn Angelos is holding the center objective. These guys moving over here to hopefully kill them. I don't know, these guys are going to have to try and kill that to not have you holding it, and this is all going to have to fire to them along with that, along with all the drop pods, along with these Pathfinders that even leech themselves out while still holding the objective to shoot their pulse carbines. That thing needs to die. He's on 1 wound, and if he doesn't die, I lose, because he's just going to roam the field and entirely, he's going to wipe that side of it, and I'll lose that objective. And that'll be
But you will still be in the lead.
not if you...
You just gained another objective.
That's true.
So, turn 6, the forces of order are pretty much in the lead. I'm ready for an epic handshake, but he wants to keep going.
Pathfinder's fired. They killed it in the first shot. They did nothing else. So everything then fired. The Rhino was dead. These converged on these Marines. They died. This all converged over here. Killed all but 6 of them. Then I charged the Stern Guard in. Killed 3 more. We also did the bottom of 6 fight back. So it's 1 versus 2 now. And Plague Marines shifted back to hold that objective.
So go ahead and roll it.
Roll it 4 up to continue to turn 7. It does.
I'm conceding. I'm quite
You're
done.
holding 2 objectives with the only 2 units you have left.
Yep. He's gonna. Oh wait, this combat's happening.
So no wounds. I hit once. I wounded once. Passed. So we were locked for my turn. So I would have just converged on there, hopefully killed on them. But let's do this on the bottom of your turn. 3 hits. Passed.
Passed.
My 2 attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound. No. Okay. So that they stayed locked for the.